standing next to this beautiful statue of the Blessed Virgin Mary, which was purchased by Father Larry Gatlin, our founding pastor in France. And as I stand here and think of Father Gatlin, I've been praying about the history of our church and the pastors who have gone before me. As you know, Father Gatlin came here on the 15th of June, 1983, and he had the first Mass in the funeral home for this parish on the 2nd of July, 1983, which is 37 years ago this summer. He served here for 12 years. And then following him was Father Jerry Mayfield, who came here from Christ the King in June of 1995. Sadly, he was only here a little over 6 months and died suddenly in January of 1996. I knew Father Mayfield from my year at Christ the King in 1989 and 90 as a seminarian. So I still remember coming to the church here at Holy Spirit for his wake service when they did that here after he died. Following him, we had just an interim pastor. I cannot remember his name, but then Father Greiner came here in June of 1996, actually early July 1996, and served here for 17 and a half years till he retired in January 2014. Father Greiner is up on his family farm near Stillwater, but he's been busy up till the time of the COVID-19 crisis, filling in around the state for priests who are gone from their parishes. So he's excited about the new church building. In fact, he laid the foundation for it with all the plans he did while he's here, and raising almost $2 million here, which is a huge blessing when I came here to get that project moving forward. I want to thank you all for the drive-by that happened this past Sunday. It was a big surprise for me and a huge blessing to see a lot of your shiny, beaming faces, and caused a little bit of a traffic jam, I'm told. I got an email from one of our parishioners who said she was in line all the way back to Walmart trying to get into our parking lot. So that was a wonderful gift. Just thank you for all the notes and emails and food and all the signs of support. It's been a great source of strength to me. Our staff has been staying connected to each other with weekly meetings, and we're going to send out a fun video from our staff sometime this week that I think you will enjoy. Just a sign of our desire to remain connected to you all and how much our staff misses you. I'd like to thank all of you who have continued your financial support for our parish during this challenging time. I know that there are those who cannot give because of the challenge of being out of work, but I also know that others have stepped up and been very generous. You may notice in our bulletin that we're behind our targeted amount for our Sunday collection, but we put about $30,000 in that targeted amount for savings, so we're still okay as of today. Want to thank all of those who gave to the annual Catholic Appeal. We went over our goal of $58,000, and that's a blessing to the diocese and to us, because now any monies given to that appeal, half of it come back to our parish. I've noticed that some of you have decided to start giving online, and that's a real gift to our parish as well. If you're able to do so, you don't have to remember to bring your envelope. You don't have to remember to write out a check. It just happens automatically. It's the way I give myself. Plus, it makes less work for our money counters and also for those who record gifts. It's all done electronically. If you'd like to do that, you can go to our homepage on our website. In the upper right-hand corner, there's a button you can click that says Online Giving, and it's very easy to start doing that. Also, it's a way to give a one-time donation if you'd like to do so as well. That way, if you're away from the parish, or as we continue to go through this crisis, if you can't come to Mass, the donations keep coming to our parish. I know that some have received their $1,200 government check for relief from the government during this time, and others are still awaiting that. I know that probably many of you need that for your bills and for rent payments and other things, but for those who do not need that money, you might consider giving it to charity. You could give it to our St. Vincent de Paul Conference, as they help those who need a lot of help at this time, or to our parish as we continue to move forward with our plans. The Regional Food Bank also needs our support because a lot more food is being required at this time as well. So I'd like to conclude, as I've always done before, just with prayers for our healthcare workers, and ask you to keep them in your intentions as you pray every day. for Travis Fraun, Teresa Gunn, Pamela Huff, Lacey Huff, Holly Huff, Mark Legaco, Virginia Lozada, Lynn Size, Teresa Anderson, Nicolette, Scott Interwitz, Brad and Tracy Clemens, Brandon Cox, Joan Cree, Hilda Martinez, Ness Pinnerock, Susan Johnson, Tim Laurie, Mark Rowland, Lori Marshall, Shelby Lucas, Justin Fields, Megan Fields, Matthew Fields, James Fields, Vanessa Long, Danette Foley, Dawson Edmonds, Candy Eishen, Jason Harrison, Julie Harrison, Bobby Maples, Mary Rye, Jessica Riley, Emily Martin, Juliana Olivares, Brenda Pantoja, Maria Hernandez, Tyler Brown, Shelby Williams, Riley Williams, Alyssa Eishen, Gerard Stewart, Orlando Neal, and also encourage you to keep praying for our police officers, firefighters, and all first responders. May God bless you, and I look forward to seeing you again on the next video. Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Amen.